folks, we have an update. So I went and saw the gynecologist this morning. So I'm going to share with you what it is. I just did not want to talk about it because it's literally giving me so much anxiety. It's very normal. It's very common. It's called, I think you pronounce it like Bartholin cyst, but it's spelled like Bartholin. Bartholin cyst is a gland in your vaginal area. You have two glands on either side of the vagina, and they can create like benign cysts if they get like clogged, and it's just like normal bacteria. It's not caused by like STIs or anything. It's just like a buildup of like your own like fluids, I guess. That's kind of gross. So it's just like a gross topic. It's TMI, and it's kind of disgusting to some people. So skip ahead if you don't want to know. But basically, I had an abscess, which is like when it gets infected, and that was not fun. I had that back in October, and they had to poke at it, and it was the pain that I have never felt before in my life. Like, it hurt so bad. They took, and this is like, I'm going to go into TMI detail so that like, if you ever have this, like, you know how it goes. They took an 18 gauge needle, like a sterile needle. All I had was some lidocaine jelly. Like, there was no like actual anesthetic, and they poked at it. And then she had to like apply pressure to like extract the stuff that's in there, because it's not just like a wet liquid. Let's just say that. And when I posted about this, I posted cryptically about this on my story on Instagram. At least 3 gals messaged me saying that they had this and it was worse than like childbirth for their procedures with it. And so there is a procedure. That was an abscess. Mine was like super tiny. It wasn't even like a lump. It wasn't a cyst. This time it's an actual cyst, a pocket of stuff. And mine's very minor. It's like on the smaller side. But some people have like ones that grow to be the size of an orange. It's really horrendous. This is even like a thing that our bodies can do. But mine is pretty small. And luckily I don't need like a catheter to drain it. That's another option. But the surgical procedure is basically cutting and getting rid of the cyst. And some people elect to do it on just local anesthetic, but the doctor was like, there is no way that it's going to remove the pain fully. And we know I have a low pain tolerance, and B, we know that my anxiety is not going to love that. So I said, let's just he said you could do it here in the office under local anesthetic, or you could opt to do the hospital and have general anesthetic where you're fully under. And I was like, yep, that's what I need, because I'm not doing this. So that's the procedure. And then worst case, if you can't, get relief from that, like basically these things can reoccur, because it's like I've had it in the same side twice now. If you don't get it properly drained, the likelihood is like guaranteed it will reoccur. But I think it's like an 80 to 90% chance that you won't ever have it again. But if I had it again, that would mean they need to go back in, actually remove the gland that is getting clogged. It's not a big deal. Like, you can function with one gland, whatever. Your body would just figure it out, kind of like a gallbladder. It's not necessary. But yeah, I hope I don't have to do that, because that sounds equally as painful, if not more. But basically that's my situation. And I've been dealing with it since like early May. So luckily mine's not infected. It's not an abscess. She's just hanging. I call her my sister. And she's just hanging out. She's not causing any problems, but I'm sick of being on antibiotics, and I just want this over with. So we have a date on Thursday. My sweet dad is driving me because Jared also has a dental procedure that day. So we're both just going to be out of whack, a hot ass mess. And I'm planning to like take some time off of work, and we'll figure it out. But that is the latest. I will take you along as I do with everything else in my life. Nothing is ever too TMI for me. But yeah, it's very common. So if you are a vagina haver, that can happen to you. And so, you know, I just like to share experiences so that if they resonate with someone else, or, you know, you hear a friend who has it and needs some advice, here you go. I'm showcasing my life. But yeah, I just highly recommend like advocating for yourself and getting the general anesthetic, because it does not sound fun. Getting just cut open in a doctor's office. So that's my personal like advocacy for myself. It's whatever you feel like comfortable with. But anyway, that's my update, my little 5-minute update. I'm gonna head out and go to my parents' house and have a super fun family game night. Good morning, happy Monday. I'm in the office today. A little change of pace here. It's a beautiful sunny day. I'm about to hop on my one client call of the day, and I've been thriving. So I just need to get kind of like some loose ends tightened up before my procedure on Thursday. If you missed it, I have to get a cyst drained. It's really gross, but it's a whole TMI down there issue. Very benign, very common, normal. But unfortunately, I need to get that done, which is not going to be super fun. So I want to make sure everything is basically tightened up for like content, because I have to schedule on Monday and I'm taking Thursday and Friday off. So the next couple days just have to be getting it done. I'm pretty much thriving. My whole new plan with Jared to increase our healthy habits is to go for walks in the morning now. We've been really inspired to wake up at 7 and go to bed a bit earlier. We get up at 8 usually, and just go for a walk when we first wake up, which was so nice today. And we just eat breakfast together and like set ourselves up for success. Annie packed a really healthy lunch. I'm gonna make a really healthy lunch. I will have to like be pretty chill and sedentary for at least a couple weeks after my procedure, but Jared's going to keep it up. We're going to keep waking up at this time, and he is going to practice the healthy habits without me. And then we'll hopefully just get into a good rhythm for the rest of our summer. I'm super, super excited. Yeah, I'm just stoked. So I only have one call today, and then I need to continue the work and get everything done. I have just a couple things to do. I think really I need to write a couple posts for myself. And then I need to post a couple reels for myself and my clients. And then I'm gonna write a client's work for the next month, and then I think we'll be good. So I gotta charge my battery. I'm gonna do that while I'm on my call. Come back when I'm eating lunch and update y'all, but here's to a productive, healing, restful week. We're back in biz. I just edited a reel for the client I got off the phone call with. I sent her like a trending concept to Sabrina Carpenter's Please, 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 and it turned out so good. It's so funny and cute. So I'm simply obsessed. And then I ate lunch, made a little salad, and now it's time to get into work. It's kind of chilly. We had the AC on because it was like super warm in our apartment, and so I think it's cooled off now. But we hadn't like aired it out the past couple nights, so it was kind of holding a lot of body heat and everything. But now it feels good, and I think I'm just gonna work on one client calendar and then get this reel out. And then I'm going to finish kind of working ahead for FFM, my business, into August. Just getting everything tightened up. And then I need to finish July reels, just like editing them. So, yeah. I actually filmed for August as well. So I need to edit reels for July and August. And like, I pre-write the captions and everything too. Just for the ones that are pre-filmed. So I don't have to do anything. So that's what is on my agenda today. I'm going to write a blog post for August and then get the freebie queued up. Yeah. I'm just stoked. You know, it's Monday. It's a very Monday. Got my procedure on Thursday. And it's just feeling like very chill and just kind of like, you know, sad because I wanted to go to Pride in Seattle this weekend and I won't be. And Jared and I also had a day date planned for Friday. He was like required to take some of his like personal leave time before it expires. And so we were going to do a whole fun Seattle day. And now I can't do that either. So just kind of like feeling bummed, but like I know bigger fish to fry. There's bigger issues in the world. I'm so grateful. This isn't anything worse. I keep saying that. And I'm grateful to have my health. Like this is just a common thing that happens. It's not like I'm in bad health or anything. So I know I need to be grateful and thankful, but it doesn't make the bummers any easier. I might watch the Pride Parade. They like live stream it on King or Como. So I might watch that, and you know, we'll figure it out. So that's kind of where I currently am at mentally, but I know I'll be fine. I just need to get over this hump and get over this week. But I'll take you along for everything. Hello friends, happy Tuesday. I have just been working, finishing up some loose ends. I'm gonna work a bit more today and tomorrow. I have co-working with my girl Caitlin tomorrow. And I am just feeling a little anxious for my procedure. I know everything will go fine, but I've still got a little bit of anxiety, a little anxy, as I would say. I met with, I don't know actually what she was, if she was like an MA or a nurse or something today, but like she had an office space and then she took my vitals. And she was like the pre-op like person. So had my pre-op appointment, everything is sounding good. I basically am having the same like ordeal and like the timeline as my gallbladder removal surgery. Probably gonna be like in and out, probably like 4 hours total. Meet with the anesthesiologist, do all of that good stuff. They said there might be a way to like allow me to breathe on my own, like not put me fully deep under, but I would still be asleep. So we're gonna chat things out. Of course, I will tell you like how it goes. But yeah, it's just a lot, you know? I'm pretty tired, exhausted, like from everything. Had to do some blood work to get everything prepped, but the prep work is basically the same. I feel confident about it, and I know this is going to be like such a tiny surgery, so it will go just fine. I am gonna make some food. We had our own meats of choice yesterday. So Jared did a chicken breast and I'm doing a fillet of salmon. So we just need to get some veggies on the stove here in about half an hour, and then we'll do like a side salad. We are enjoying our little healthy lifestyle. But that's what we're gonna make. My allergies have been kicking my butt. We went for another walk this morning. We've been taking walks like every morning just to like kick off our day. And I like hocked up a huge loogie, and my nose on this side, my nostrils been totally stuffed. So we love that. Love the allergies. I'm also sneezing a ton, so is Jared. But enjoying our AC, as you can probably hear, it's a little loud, and just laying low. I will have to lay low for the next couple weeks, but hopefully this heals like pretty quickly. And then we have a camping trip planned and like lots of fun stuff. So even though I'm missing Pride, I'm very happy to get this over with and to have a great, competent doctor and medical team. So that's my update. Everything went as planned for the pre-op, and yeah, I'll take you along for the journey. Probably not gonna vlog a ton tomorrow, just cause I'm gonna be here not doing much, but I'll update you if anything changes, and then I'll take you along Thursday. My dad is taking me because Jared has his own medical appointment and he's going to be put under for that. So we're all just gonna be very loopy and very sleepy, but glad that we're getting our stuff done. But my sweet dad is taking me to my appointment, and he'll be there for me, and then he'll drive me home because the hospital is about like half an hour away from my house. It's not like the main hospital, it's in a different city. So that's just like where this doctor happens to work. So anyway, that's the plan. Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. I wanted to put in a little preview. I realized I left out all of the surgery info in last week's vlog. There's like a clip, I left it out, so I inserted it as you saw in the beginning, so hopefully you have a good idea of what's going on. But today is surgery day and I'm so nervous, but I'm okay. I just took my antibacterial soap shower and I am heading off in about 15 minutes. My sweet dad is picking me up. And we've got this. I'm gonna make it through. I hate surgeries so much, but it'll be okay. The hardest part for me this time has been that my surgery was like whenever the doctor could get me in. So we had a 2 o'clock slot today. And so I've had to fast, meaning no food after midnight and no drink of any water after 6 a.m. And it is currently 10:54. And that's just not normal for me. Luckily, my stomach has been taking to it totally fine, because there are some days where like I will just not eat like breakfast and I'll eat at like noon. But 4 p.m. is a little extensive for me, so it's gonna be challenging, but it's okay. I've got this down. So wish me luck, and I'll see you guys after. Oh, hello friends. It is Friday morning. We have returned. I was just so tired. I could not give you an update yesterday. I was just trying to chill, but we had quite the journey. I had an amazing care team. My doctor was so nice and it was amazing. It was so funny because it was so different than what I thought it would be, because this was in a smaller town, kind of like a podunk, white trash town, for lack of a better term. It's where my dad taught college, and he also grew up really close by. So it's a smaller town, and I was kind of worried, but I mean, it's part of the Providence system, and like that's my provider. It's very reputable, but I just didn't know. I judged a book by its cover, and I'm sad that I did, because they actually were better than multi-care system where I was before. They were more thorough with like prepping for my surgery. They made me do the iodine swab myself like twice, and like gave me the bottle and everything. And then, if you don't know, like they try to clear like bacteria from like your orifices before you go into surgery. And then they had me brush my teeth with like a mouthwash and then gurgle. I didn't do that last time that I can recall. And then the wipes and stuff, which is pretty standard. But it was a very intensive process. And then I was so anxious, and the amazing nurse, I think her name was Tamara, who was with me, she was stellar. She was like to the point, no bullshit, but also like laughing with me and like very sweet. She was like, what kind of music do you like? And so I was like, oh, I like Noah Kahan, Mumford & Sons, like anything folksy, because that's like what will calm me down, like the more sentimental kind of music. So she put on a whole Mumford & Sons playlist, and it had like the music videos. It was on like Apple Music, so I could watch those. And she gave me a little like lavender sachet that I could smell. If you don't know, like lavender is really good for anxiety. And my blood pressure was like skyrocketing. I was just so anxious, and I don't know why I was more anxious for this one than the gallbladder. I just feel like because it's in that area, it's like very scary. I feel like it's like people who have vaginas, like we're not, like even though like we know ourselves, I think a lot of us don't like intimately know that area, like in terms of like surgery or like what it would be like, unless you like had a child. So just like, the skin is more sensitive, more thin. I was just very, very afraid. And of course it's an open wound. That's like how they get the cyst area to heal. Whereas with the gallbladder, like you don't know what's going on. I literally had no clue like even how the surgery was done really. And then they glue your incisions. Like you never see blood one time. It's like a very clean, just more like painful or like sore recovery. I'm happy to say I had little to no pain this entire time. It was like kind of like a stinging sensation when I first woke up, and I don't think they had me on like any painkillers really, and he didn't topically, like locationally give anesthesia. So to know that I didn't have any local numbing and I didn't have like really any painkiller, and I think my max pain was like a 2.5, 3. So it was so much smoother than I thought. And then they gave me some Oxy while I was in there, and that really helped. Like I didn't feel anything at all. And like as I'm laying here, my painkillers are also wearing off right now. Sometimes I feel like a tinge of like a burn or a sting. Otherwise, no soreness, no pain. And I think I'm gonna switch to ibuprofen like pretty soon. It hasn't been bad at all. He did prescribe me more of the doxycycline, vibramycin, antibiotic, just to make sure like nothing gets infected, obviously. This is when we probably need it the most, so that's great. I've now been on 3 different treatments of antibiotics. The first one was remember what the first one was. Oh, hello? That's wonderful. I also did receive a call like shortly after I called you guys for the wellness check from the outpatient services, and I was able to run my things by them. So I think hopefully you'll say the same thing, but I was just telling them that when I took the gauze out, as I was instructed to do today, it was a very bloody process, and I guess I was just not aware that that was to be expected. I think it's fine. I just want to make sure like that was normal. Okay. Okay, wonderful. Yeah, I think otherwise I'm good. I just took my first shower. I used like some harmless baby wash, and I mean, it's not even feeling like anything, like no stinging. I've had like little to no pain the whole time. So I think I'm good, but yeah, the blood was just a little alarming, so yeah. All right, bye. Oh my God, that was so funny. Anyway, as you heard me explain, it was just very alarming, and like, I was just so unwell. Like I was flushed because like, I thought I was gonna pass out. It was a lot of blood. And I guess they don't alert you that that's gonna happen like as well as they could. Because also it could be like on a person-to-person basis. But basically the gauze that they put in there is like holding like whatever's in there. So like when you take it out, it's expected to like have something come out. And that's not what they told me. So it's just, I had no idea. But I had my first shower. They gave me like a baby wash. It was very gentle. They also give you like pad ice packs, so you could put them like in your underwear. They give you like a little like perinatal like squeeze bottle thing, kind of like a lot of this stuff is like for postpartum moms, but the little squeeze bottle just helps dilute the urine like as you're peeing, and you like press it like as you're peeing so it just like doesn't sting. I've never had stinging with my urine so far. I have not peed after I took out the gauze, so we will see how that goes, but the shower was fine and no issues. So yeah, maybe some stinging will happen, but I think I'm in good shape. I'm gonna take my next painkiller here in a little bit, but as I was saying, it was just a lovely team. And then when I was wheeled off, I had like all female nurses. They were so great. One was Latina, and I was like instantly like, okay, we're good. They were super nice. They kept, you know, checking in, like, how are you doing, sweetie? Like, you know, you're almost there to like when we're gonna give you the sleepy drugs. And then my doctor was so kind, and he came over, like, you kind of have your arms like this, and then he came over and he put his hand like in my, he's like, it's okay. He's very down with consent. He's like, is it okay if I like hold your hand? And he kind of just held my hand and like stroked it a bit while the anesthesiologist was putting in the stuff. And I don't know what he put in, but he put in like 3 different things, and every time it would kind of burn. And then I don't recall this. I might have to go back on my vlog from February, but I do not recall feeling like, other than just like floaty, I don't recall feeling anything from the anesthesia. But this time it felt not fun. Like just the feeling of it like washing over you and then you going under. It's kind of like a buildup, like a whoosh of something, kind of like in your like your neck and your head. And I just did not experience it last time. They also had me on a sedative last time, and they gave me absolutely nothing this time. So I was like awake on the table, was not going to like La La Land. I was fully there, cracking jokes, hanging out with them. So that I think made it a little bit worse. Like my heart started to pound because it was like, I didn't know what to expect. It was a new process, and I had it in my mind of like how it would go based on the last time, and it definitely didn't. So I think just like that was a little weird, but they were so amazing, and the anesthesiologist hit it out of the park. It was phenomenal. But I will say I had to fast a lot longer for this one because I wasn't the first of the day. My surgery, I think we clocked in at like 3:08 p.m. and you're not supposed to eat anything after midnight or drink anything after 6 a.m., but I'm asleep at 6 a.m. So I hadn't drank any water or eaten since 10:30 p.m. and the first sip of water was 4 p.m. the next day. So it was like almost a full day. My stomach was like growling. It was so hungry. That was by far the hardest part. Other than the anesthesia, that just effed me up. And my tummy's a little more sensitive. Clearly a foodie, clearly my calories. and I've never fasted for that long, and so the anesthesia hit me harder, the freaking, and also that could explain like the feeling with anesthesia. I didn't think of that until now. But the anesthesia hit me harder after I was a little like, ugh. I'm on Norco, which was the same thing they gave me for my gallbladder. And I personally really respond well to it. But anyway, I was just not doing too hot. I was like lightheaded. I was woozy. I like felt dizzy when I was walking around, and I felt a little nauseous. She was like, I would not be surprised if you throw up like once or twice, but I never did, thank God. Not doing everything. But they loaded me with all the goods, the barf bags, all the stuff. It was just not ideal. So basically that was the situation. And that was not, it was, the recovery process immediately was not what I recommend, but you know, sometimes you just have to get the 3 p.m. slot, and like, what are you gonna do? But they did everything in their power to like keep me as calm as possible. My dad was there the whole time. He was so sweet. We were chit-chatting, and my dad has had like, you know, all this stuff, hip replacement surgeries. So like, he was trying to kind of calm me down and like work with me. Yeah, this morning was very eventful. I was just very spooked when that happened because no one had alerted me about that. But so long as like I stop, you know, bleeding now, it's fine. It's just like a little bit of blood, like, you know, a typical something. And then you just, you know, track your temperature, you know, any chest pain, whatever. And they do want you to like ambulate, so like you walk around the apartment. They don't want me going for walks for like the first like, you know, handful of days. But I'm not on bed rest. Like they want you to get up, you know, prevent blood clotting, all of that. But so far, so good. Like as long as I don't run like a temperature, I think it's like 100.4 or higher. As long as I'm not too hot and I don't have pain, and as long as the stuff that comes out, we'll just leave it at that, is normal, and there's no like tons of pain, tons of blood. So I think we're on the up and up. I'm just doing everything I can. I wash my hands like every time before and after I go to the bathroom. They gave me wipes too, sanitary wipes. Just like a whole process here. But yeah, I was in good hands, so I'm very, very grateful, and my sweetie's taking good care of me. Jared is up cleaning the house right now. And we're cleaning our sheets because we cleaned them last Saturday. So just now that I've taken a shower, gotten out all the hospital grime off me, I feel like we need some fresh sheets to sleep in. But yeah, I mean, damn, those ice packs are stellar. Like, I could use them for my period. Like, they're so refreshing and so nice. I'm obsessed. But that is my little update for you. This entire vlog is just going to be a recovery vlog, so I hope you like that. But I feel like it might help, like, someone else, you know, if you haven't had one and you're afraid, or you have a friend who has one, whatever, feel free to send them this vlog. But it was way less bad than I thought. I'm feeling like a little, like, dizzy or woozy still, but nothing bad. I can walk around. I cleaned up, started the laundry. Just probably gonna take my temp here in a little bit when I go pee the next time, but I don't feel warm at all. And yeah, we're just doing what we can, keeping the area not infected, taking our antibiotics, taking our painkillers. I have to get it done. You got this. I got the marsupialization, as I mentioned. And this is our best shot at these not coming back before they take the gland. So basically, if this reoccurs, then they take the gland itself so that it can't reoccur again. But this has a pretty high success rate. I think like the highest chance of reoccurrence is like 20%. I think we're more somewhere in like the 10 to 20 range. So hopefully this was it for Catherine. I'm not sure. But I mean, I went into it accepting that. I could have just taken the gland, but he just didn't want to. He believes like he's seen personally such a high success rate that he would rather a young woman go with marsupialization first. So yeah, that's basically the story. So don't be afraid if you've got these. I'm gonna tell you right now, I would pick this every day over having the needle to pop it. 1000%. Just try to get you a surgical experience, because yikes, that was not fun. Like, I was in so much pain when I had the popping. So highly recommend doing it, trying to get general anesthesia. Personally, for me, I do not want to know what that would have been with just local. And this was what was right for me in like advocating for myself with my anxiety. So you, do whatever informed decision you and your doctor think is best for you. But for me, it was definitely the general anesthesia, the good stuff. So I will pick back up with you later. We didn't end up getting curry takeout last night. I just did a really easy on my stomach miso rice bowl because they were like, the fact you haven't eaten in this long and the anesthesia is going to make you kind of disgusting. I wouldn't do that. So to celebrate, I think we're getting Curry House, our fave curry place, and just taking it super chill. We're just gonna like rot, and I have some reality TV I want to watch. I need to catch up on Queer Eye, All Stars, RuPaul, I'm still behind on that. And then I thought there was something else. I swear to God, I keep saying this, like I thought there was a show. You want to show them? This is my little fuzzy that my parents got me. He can be heated up. He has beads. And he can be heated up. Oh, we should tell him his name.
You can tell him.
So because my condition is a Bartholin cyst, his name's Bart. He's my therapy dog for this journey. I think he has lavender in him. And little beads. Oh my God. My biggest fear was that my vestibular disease would come back because my PT has always said like it's all interlinked to like your nervous system. So like when your body is under such high stress from like different angles, it's not surprising that you'd have like a flare up. So I'm very, very glad that I'm not ending June with disease again. So far so good. We'll update you soon.
No.
Jared is making me do shots for him so he can practice foul ball catching for the next Mariners game. This is your personal day activity?
I took a personal day that I needed to take.
Yeah, he was required to before the...
Oh my God.
That mirror actually could come down.
It fell one time already.
Sorry. Yeah, this mirror is just, it's hanging on. She's living her life.
Yeah.
We're just practicing his little... He was doing way better when I wasn't recording him, yeah?
Do my pickleball right there.
Oh my God, I want to try pickleball so bad.
Yeah, when the camera's on, it's just like, oh my God.
Sorry about it. This is my ambulation exercise for my arms. Whoop. I'm in bed. I've been up. I washed my hair finally, so that is feeling good, but I'm not blow drying, so it's my natural Mexican wave. Because I have no energy for that. I will say this surgery took it out of me. Stress levels more. I was more anxiety. More anxious and more stressed to begin with, which then made like the recovery process a bit harder. And it has definitely taken it out of me, like fatigue wise. I am so tired. It's just rough in these streets. I've been a little dizzy. I've been a little blah, but I'm also like on my period in the midst of everything. So it's like so fun. And I don't know why, but like just that area specifically makes me uncomfy. It's like more scary to me than like glued together stitches like the gallbladder surgery was. This is like an open wound. So it's like just really queasy, and like hopefully this vlog didn't bother anyone. I put the disclaimer just in case, but it was a very TMI vlog. Wanted to take you along for, you know, how it is, but yeah, it has not been fun, and I'm just so depleted, like so exhausted. So I'm gonna go back and sit in bed some more. But I filled out like our meal plan for the week. Jared went and got groceries for the week, and I filled out our calendar because July starts tomorrow. Kind of crazy to say that. And so we're all set up for success. We know what we're gonna eat. We're gonna eat nutritious meals and hopefully fuel me back to health. And I have a couple things out and about that I'm gonna do this week. So hopefully I'll be okay and I'll feel better over time. But thanks for coming along. Yeah, I just don't have much to add. I just did not expect for it to fully take me out like that. And you know, it was fine. Like, I'm fully off painkillers now, and honestly, I don't even think I needed them like past the first day and a half. But I'm glad I just like stuck to it, so I had that like protection there. But I mean, my pain never went above a 3, and the procedure was very swimmingly. So if you ever end up needing this, or it's on the horizon, just know like it's less scary than it seems. But it is like an open wound, and your body is going through a lot. So like taking time off work if you can, and like not going crazy, especially if you're on your cycle at the same time. Just giving yourself some grace. So anyway, that is my update. It is Sunday, and my parents are gonna come and bring some delicious lasagna and garlic bread and salad, and we're gonna watch We're Here and just hang out. I've been catching up on all my shows. We're watching Queer Eye right now. We've watched some of Trixie Motel, which we're almost done with, and then Drag Race, trying to get up to date on All Stars. So anyway, it's been a fun little leisurely relaxing time, but I know that the week is going to kick my butt, so I'm kind of working ahead, and I have a lot to schedule tomorrow since it is the first of the month. So lots going on. We'll update you later, but I hope this was slightly helpful to someone watching. All right, I am signing off. I did not get any clips from yesterday, but we just hung out on the couch. My mom went to Humble Cow, an ice cream shop close by, and got us ice cream treats, and we just hung out and had a lovely time. I feel like I've turned a corner today. It is Monday morning, and I am so excited to get back into vlogging, get back into my life, get back out there. Of course, this week is gonna be a little chill still, but I have some fun things planned, and I'm excited to get back to it. So I hope this vlog helped someone. As I said before, I'm happy to share more if you're interested, but just wanted to document my journey, and of course I will take you along for whatever comes next. Hopefully I will not need the excision treatment where they take the gland. Hopefully this will just resolve it for like a long time. Fingers crossed, but I will take you along obviously for the rest of the recovery process and all of that. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next Monday. Bye.